You are listening to Asheville FM at WSFMLP 103.3 Asheville. Coming up next is Radioactive Kids. Radioactive Kids broadcast from the occupied lands of the Chalagi people, also known as the Cherokee. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Hang on a moment, folks. All right, the plug-in that I am trying to access is not working, so let me try one more thing to try to get our theme song on the air. See if we can get it. All right, here we go. There we go.
Good morning, watch the sun, watch it rise with a smile, open eyes, say good morning. Every morning, what a wonderful way to greet each new day. Say good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Brush the hair on your head, brush your teeth, make your bed. Look at each day in a new way. Take a chance, you can be what you wanna be. 'Cause this morning is waiting, you'll see. If it's Monday,
good morning.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Good morning.
Thursday, Friday,
Good morning.
Saturday,
Okay.
Sunday.
So since we had a little bit of a technical difficulty with getting the theme song up and running today, I'm going to start fading off right there. We have a lot of stuff to get to on today's show. Welcome to the program. I am Sagan. This is Radioactive Kids. We have 2 hours of amazing independent kids music for y'all. I am so excited. We have brand new music by Itty Bitty Beats, Elliot Park, Patrick Adams, and a whole lot more, so stay tuned. We also will be interviewing Mel and Friends. They're a brand new jazz and swing band for kids, and their debut album is awesome, so I cannot wait to share it with y'all and to ask them about their music, so stay tuned for that. And we got a lot more, so just stay tuned in general. Let's start off, however, with a brand new album. Well, actually, it's not brand new. It came out in like it came out in December, I think, by a band from Australia called Easy Peasy. This is their debut full-length album. It's called... what is the name of the album? It's called So Much to Discover, and this song is called Jim the Gecko on Radioactive Kids. Stay tuned, y'all.
What a wonderful way to greet each new day. Good morning to you. Good morning. Where, oh, where could Jim the Gecko be? Is he on the wall or hiding in a tree? He loves to play hide and seek. He once hid for one whole week. Where, oh, where did you go, Jim the Gecko? Where, oh, where could Jim the Gecko be? Is he at the park or sailing on the sea? We've looked high Jim the Gecko. Jim hides all the time, he's hiding right now. Is he under a rock or inside a cloud? He can run on the wall, he can hang upside down. Where, oh, where, where, oh, where, where, oh, where'd you go? Jim the Gecko. Where could he be? Maybe he's under that rock. No. Maybe he's under that tree. Maybe. If you see him, make sure you call out. Where, oh, where did you go? Jim the Gecko. Jim hides all the time, he's hiding right now. Is he under a rock or inside a cloud? He can run on the wall, he can hang upside down. Where, oh, where, where, oh, where, where, oh, where'd you go? Jim the Gecko. Where, oh, where could Jim the Gecko be? Let's call his name out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Jim the Gecko! We found you. Do the crab scuttle. Scuttle, scuttle out of the water. Scuttle, scuttle onto the sand. Scuttle, scuttle just like a crab. Now do the scuttle dance. Snappy, snappy with all your fingers. Snappy, snappy, it's fun to do. Snappy, snappy, you've got your claws now. You can do it too. Birds can fly and fish can swim. Deep in the jungle, the monkeys swing. But on the beach straight from the sea is a brand new dance for you and me. It's amazing, it's not subtle. My favorite dance is the crab scuttle. Scuttle, scuttle out of the water. Scuttle, scuttle onto the sand. Scuttle, scuttle just like a crab. Now do the scuttle dance. Snappy, snappy with all your fingers. Snappy, snappy, it's fun to do. Snappy, snappy, you've got your claws now. You can do it too. I said you can do it too. That's right, and you can do it too. Scuttle, scuttle. Ah, that's the crab scuttle. Yeah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, roly poly, guacamole. I know you know I love avocado. I could eat one every single day. Yeah, I know you know I love avocado. You can eat them many different ways. Mushy, mushy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, roly poly, guacamole. I know you know I love single day. Yeah, I know, you know, I love avocado. You can eat them many different ways. Yeah, I know, you know, I love avocado. I could eat one every single day. Yeah, I know, you know, I love avocado. You can eat them many different ways. I love, you love, we love avocado.
Oh, yeah.
There's something you need when you gotta get moving. There's something you need when you gotta get cruising. There's something you need when you gotta have speed. It's a race car. There's something you need when you gotta get moving. There's something you need when you gotta get grooving. There's something you need when you gotta have speed. It's a race car. 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 There's something you need when you gotta get moving. There's something you need when you gotta get cruising. There's something you need when you gotta have speed. It's a race car. There's something you need when you gotta get moving. There's something you need when you gotta get cruising. There's something you need when you gotta have speed. It's a race car. It's a race car. It's a race car. It's a race car. It's a race car.
That was Preschool Rock Star with a song called Race Car. That is a new single by them. We played their debut single a little while back, and I'm happy to play more stuff by them. Hope you enjoyed that. Before that, we heard 3 songs by Easy Peasy from their album So Much to Discover. We heard I Love Avocado, Do the Crab Scuttle, and Jim the Gecko on Radioactive Kids. Let's keep it rocking now with some music about Star Wars. This song is from the album A Galaxy Far, Far Away by Brian Ross. It's called Blasting Out of Mos Eisley.
Jawas came to our place in the sand on the day that changed my life. R2 was carrying the Death Star plans and rolled out in the night. Yeah, he rolled out into the night. We followed him out beyond the dune sea where Tusken Raiders prowl. I told the old man Obi-Wan I couldn't leave right now. No, I couldn't leave right now. But now we're blasting out of Mos Eisley, and we're going to Alderaan. And I never been this far from home.
traced, the jaw was back to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. And when I saw our smoldering farm, I knew what I must do. I knew exactly what I had to do. So now we're blasting out of Mos Eisley, and we're going to Alderaan. And I never been this far from home, but I got to keep moving on. Yeah, I got to keep moving on. I'll help the princess win this war. It's clear that I am bound. I'm gonna learn the ways of the Force and take the Empire down. Yeah, we're taking the Empire down. We're blasting out of Mos Eisley, and we're going to Alderaan. And I never been this far from home, but I got to keep moving on. Yeah, I got to keep moving on. We're blasting out of Mos Eisley, and we're going to Alderaan. And I never been this far from home, but I got to keep moving on. Yeah, I got to keep moving on. We're blasting out of Mos Eisley, and we're going to Alderaan. And I never been this far from home, but I got to keep moving on. Yeah, I got to keep moving on. I was waiting right nearby your whole life, just some old guy, anticipating that the time would arrive when you would rise. Your droid led you to me, and I could clearly see a young Jedi. You were impassioned and determined and driven, as I knew you'd be. You had compassion, and your attraction to the magic was fiery. You said the promises of power that the dark side has to offer don't tempt me. The Force will be with you in everything you do. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you in that you're loving and you're trusting will make you something so much more. I let Darth Vader strike me down, so now I'll stick around and see it all. The Force will be with you in everything you do. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you in everything you do. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you in everything you do. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you in everything you do. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you always.
And now, some brand new Star Wars music by Blue Milk Run on Radioactive Kids.
Doing that thing you do, breaking my sword into a million pieces. Oh wait, it's just two, and you don't mean to be cruel. You never even knew about the temple I destroyed 'cause blue. Well, I'll fly my tie down to R2, girl, just to prove to you I'm true. Every time you do that thing you do, I know the mind tricks you play, and I'm gonna find a way to let you know that you'll be mine someday. 'Cause we could shape the galaxy. You'd only just trust me and let the past out. Please, Ray, just join me. 'Cause I try to forget you, girl, but our minds are one, not two. Every time you do that thing you do, I have killed a lot, girl, but I know one thing's for sure. For sure of I haven't got, girl, 'cause I don't have parents anymore. get your drafting tools. Have you really thought this through? Where'd you get the revenue to waste on a huge massive big door? Anything you need that's all, we'll fit down your tiny hall. Lacking logic I just can't ignore. I can't get behind this, sir. Let's make another plan. If you won't concede this door, you'll need a different man. Even though I am the architect, if Java wants his door, I can't object. To save my life, to save my art, it breaks my heart. Have you really thought this through? It's too big for even you. Please listen to what I have to say. Anything you need, that's all. We'll pick down your tiny hall, but I guess we'll do it anyway. I envisioned elegance, but Java had a plan. I didn't want to lose my life. I gave it to demands.
That song was from the perspective of the architect who designed the big giant door on Jabba the Hutt's lair in the original Star Wars movies. The song's called The Architect by Blue Milk Run, a brand new single by them. They make pop punk songs about Star Wars, and they have 2 new songs out. We also heard That Thing You Do, which is a parody of the song from the movie. Hope you enjoyed that. And before that, we heard 2 songs, not new, but pretty cool, by Brian Ross from his album A Galaxy Far, Far Away. We heard The Force Will Be With You and Blasting Out of Mos Eisley on Radioactive Kids. I am Sagan, my pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We are doing all sorts of wacky stuff on today's show. Let's switch directions completely and play 2 very short new singles by Itty Bitty Beats from New Zealand. The song is called Bia the Bunny on Radioactive Kids.
I'm Bee the bunny. Won't you hop, hop, hop with me? I'm Bee the bunny. Won't you dance, dance, dance with me? I can tip, tip-toe on my tippy toes. I can leap, I can jump through the apple grove. I can sniff the flowers in the spring meadows and wiggle my nose. Wiggle my nose. I'm Bee the bunny. Won't you hop, hop, hop? Won't you dance, dance, dance? Won't you hop, hop, hop with me? Frida the frog is hopping along from lily pad to lily pad, singing her song. Frida the frog is hopping along. She's leaping here and leaping there and singing her song. Hoppity hop, hippity hop, hop hop, hoppity hop hop. Hoppity hop, hippity hop, hop hop, hoppity hop hop. Frida the frog is hopping along from lily pad to lily pad, singing her song. Frida the frog is hopping along. She's leaping here and leaping there and singing her song.
Treehouse for a king, with a slide down to our trampoline. Or how about your own bouncy house? Let's make a deal right here. 3 days at the fair, ride each ride 50 times with our arms in the air. Anything you can dream is yours if you please. Stay night for 1 more year. But castles they fade, dragons fly away. I'd give anything if you could just stay 9 for one more year. Or what if we build the best ever fort, 3 stories high with its own front porch, with a widescreen TV and an ice cream machine. Kid, can you help me out here? 'Cause what's an old dad for? If there's no more monsters behind closet doors. I got stories to tell of rockets and wells. Stay 9 for one more year. Oh, but castles they fade, dragons fly away. The kid in me is scared. I'd give anything if you could just stay 9 for one more year. I guess it's not all bad. I mean, we got soccer games and science fairs ahead. And cell growth, I guess, is probably best. I know there's nothing to fear. Yeah, I'm just kidding you, kid. But then again, could we take one more spin? One more time. Can we please stop at 9? 9 for one more year.
I see him in the hallway, I see him at his stairs. He points at me and giggles when he passes on the stairs. And now I'm here at Kennywood and feeling really scared. 'Cause right when I was standing there in line to get a bite, he passed me with his buddies, yeah, I was in his sight. He looked me in the eye and said, we're gonna have a fight at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock. Now I'm not one for fighting and I don't have a plan, 'cause I bruise really easily and I've got tiny hands. But all my friends are telling me I gotta be a man at 9 o'clock. 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 At 9 o'clock behind the jackrabbit. At 9 o'clock behind the jackrabbit. At 9 o'clock behind the jackrabbit. At 9 o'clock behind them. And now this thing is ruining my Kennywood day. Like, what's he gonna do to me and what's he gonna say? Oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, don't let him show his face at 9 o'clock. When? 9 o'clock. And if he sees me riding or waiting in a line, I'll act like I'm a tough guy and everything is fine. But now the clock is ticking and I just don't need reminder. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. At 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 9 o'clock behind the jackrabbit. 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 Well, here he comes and he's looking mean. Oh, tell me what's to become of me. But maybe we're both acting the same way. Well, we didn't end up fighting, which I couldn't believe. We rode some rides together and didn't want to leave. And that's the story how I met my new best buddy Steve at 9 o'clock. 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 At 9 o'clock behind the jackrabbits. 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 At 9 o'clock behind the jackrabbits.
Mr. Cookie Jar. It's a collab to tell your grandma. Kindy Nation. Bullies, you better check yourselves.
Don't let it fool you when I'm acting really confident. In just a minute you'll be wondering where my courage went. Cause oh, I'm looking real cool, always acting the part. You know there's someone in my soul that strikes fear in my heart.
Now on the surface everybody feels my arrogance, but in reality I really need an ambulance. I gotta keep up with the myth, yo I ain't no saint. But every time I see your face you know I just might faint.
Cause when I see you in the street I'm like, oh no. I'm at the table when I'm eating like, oh no. You got me looking at my feet, I'm like, oh no. I said, oh no, oh no. Cause when I see you in the street I'm like, oh no. I'm at the table when I'm eating like, oh no. You got me looking at my feet, I'm like, oh no. I said, oh no, oh no.
If you be a bully, don't you watch my size. You might slip blindsided by my wise guy Jedi mind tricks. We're playing coy, playing bullies like toys. Get up through my paranoid like, these ain't the droids I was looking for. I'm like, waka waka, brains over brawn, my younger grasshopper. Somebody holler for that po. You ain't a homie if my homie screaming, oh no.
Cause when I see you in the street I'm like, oh no. I'm at the table when I'm eating like, oh no. You got me looking at my feet, I'm like, oh no. I said, oh no, oh no. Cause when I see you in the street I'm like, oh no. I'm at the table when I'm eating like, oh no. You got me looking at my feet, I'm like, oh no. I said, oh no, oh no.
Oh, yeah, what'd she say?
Ah, don't you worry, she's just throwing shade, and you know how that happens on the day-to-day. They say there's two ways to behave, and there may not be any other way.
Cause when I see you in the street I'm like, oh no. I'm at the table when I'm eating like, oh no. You got me looking at my feet, I'm like, oh no. I said, oh no, oh no. Cause when I see you in the street I'm like, oh no. I'm at the table when I'm eating like, oh no. You got me looking at my feet, I'm like, oh no. I said, oh no, oh no.
Some people living with their mom and dad. Some people sleeping on a pull-out bed. Some people living with a sister to two, or in another city as the rest of you. Some people living with their Uncle Ben, their neighbor or their cousins or their shelter friends. Some people knock it, but I gotta say, wherever there's a family, you'll be okay. Whoever helps you get to school, whoever's showing love to you. Living with grandma, 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 living with grandma. Some people living in a foster home, some people living with their mom alone. Well, some people living with a cousin or two. They're rougher, maybe tougher, but they're good to you. Well, some people living with their Auntie Mame. She wears a lot of makeup, but she's really okay. Some people knock it, but I gotta say, wherever there's a family, you'll be okay. Even though there's lots of rules, she's making all your favorite foods. Living with grandma, 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 living with grandma. Living with grandma, 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 living with grandma. Well, some people living on a house on the moon, some people sleeping in a tiny room. But whether in a palace or a tent or cave, wherever there's a family, you'll be okay. And all my feelings grow in time, cause everybody knows that I'm living with grandma, 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 living
That was Living with Grandma by Josh and Gab. That is not new. I just figured I'd play some Josh and Gab songs because I felt like it. It's my show. Ha ha! Before that, we heard Oh No! Featuring Mr. Cookie Jar. These songs are all from the Josh and Gab mixtape on Bandcamp. And we started that set off with 9 o'clock Behind the Jackrabbit by Josh and Gab. Before that, we heard 9 for One More Year by Elliot Park, a brand new single by him and his daughters. And we started that set of music off with 2 new very short songs by Itty Bitty Beats. We heard Frida the Frog and Be the Bunny on Radioactive Kids. Remember, if you want to request a song for an upcoming edition of Radioactive Kids, please feel free to do so. The phone number to call if you're listening live on Saturday mornings is 828-259-3936. That's the station phone number. And you can also email me at any time at sagan@ashevillefm.org. That's SAGAN. All right, folks, coming up next, Patrick Adams has a new album out in his series of collaborative Kindies Do the 80s albums, where independent kids artists do cover versions of classic 80s songs. This is number 4, and this song features Riffin' Griffin, and it's called Talkin' in Your Sleep on Radioactive Kids.
talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep.
You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got, set them free at the break of dawn, till one by one they were gone. Back at base, bugs in the software, flash the message something's out there, floating in the summer sky. 99 red balloons go by. 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic bells, it's red alert. There's something here from somewhere else. The war machine springs to life, opens up one eager eye, focusing it on the sky. When 99 red balloons go by. 99 love balloons go by. 99 Decision Street, 99 ministers meet to worry, super scurry. Call the troops out in a hurry. This is what we've waited for. This is it, boys, this is war. The president is on the line. At 99 red balloons go just to prove the world was here. And here is a red balloon. I think of you and let it go.
See the people walking out
Avada Kedavra, ooh, I'm gonna jab ya. My father let Potter cause a bunch of drama, and Foley, he told me, hey, I gotta do it or I'm dead. Kinda near hugs me. There's a guy called Dumbledore. Too bad he's gotta go, or I'll be fed to a snake. I'm working on my plan. I've got a mirror in my hand. Gotta practice my lines so I'm ready when I meet the man. And I kill Dumbledore. My mom totally freaked. My weird auntie B, she helped me train intensively. I know I can defy any testing of my occlumency. I'm ready for a fight. We made my magic full of might. It'll be wicked sick when I slay Albus Percival Wulfric, Brian Dumbledore. Avada Kedavra, ooh, I'm gonna jab ya, 'cause my father let Potter cause a bunch of drama, and Foley, he told me, hey, I got you to take out that Dumbledore and make it fast, or else I think you know I'll kill you nice and slow. So murder Dumbledore. My mom, she winced, got help from Half-Blood Prince. Everybody knows I probably can't kill Dumbledore, but if I go real slow and keep on trying to stall, old age will get Dumbledore. Cadaver, I'm gonna jab you, 'cause my father let Potter cause a bunch of drama, and Foley, he told me, hey, I got you to take out that Dumbledore, make it fast, or else I think you know I'll kill you nice and slow. So murder Dumbledore. Cadaver, ooh, I'm gonna jab you, 'cause my father let Potter cause a bunch of drama, and Foley, he told me.
Yes, indeed, folks. Yes, indeed. That was Draco and the Malfoys singing a parody of Kokomo called Dumbledore on Radioactive Kids from the Withered Rock Sampler 2021 from a few years ago. Hope you enjoyed that. Before that, we heard 3 covers of actual songs from the 1980s from the new album Kindies Do the 80s Volume 4 by Patrick Adams. We heard We Got the Beat featuring Ashley Mills Monaghan, 99 Red Balloons featuring Susie Tallman, and Talking in Your Sleep featuring Riffin Griffin. All right, folks. All right. We're having a great time on today's show, and I hope you are too. Coming up in just about 35 minutes or so, we will be interviewing Mel and Friends, a brand new kids jazz band who just released their debut album, Swing Set Serenade, and we managed to get a hold of a copy on vinyl, so that's what we'll be playing. We're going to play the whole album because it is awesome. This song is the title track, Swing Set Serenade, on Radioactive Kids. You're listening to Asheville FM at WSFMLP 103.3 Asheville. This is Radioactive Kids.
This is the swing set. Last one doesn't want the gooseberry. I win, you have to push me.
sing along to a made-up song, a swing set serenade. This story's an arc from dawn to dark, from your home to the garden and down to the park. Moons, balloons, rooster croons, a swing set serenade.
Wee, look at me.
I fly high to the top of a tree.
My melody is bound to be a swing set serenade.
Floating on the breeze, high above the trees. How do you feel about swings? Oh, I don't know. I go back and forth on them.
We'll sing in Espanol
o inglés, gallinas y gallos y los colores, moras hermosas y las mariposas, cantemos de muchísimas cosas.
With our feet pointing down, coming back to the ground, the world all around, we're making a sound.
With our pets joining in so that we can begin swing set serenade.
My dog sings like this. Ow! Hug your feet, you'll go higher. And faster. Faster than the speed of light? Not quite. Look at me.
I fly high to the top of a tree.
My melody is bound to be swing set serenade.
Oh, such fun to loudly sing about anyone or anything.
So proudly bring your voice and rhyme. Swing and swing, we'll keep the time.
Come on, come here from far and near, where you can reach a star, my dear.
Grab a
swing, it's time to sing a swing set serenade.
A swing set serenade.
A swing set.
It's a swing set serenade.
Amiguitos y amiguitas, la conga y el piano. Y ahora, para empezar el día,
Orange juice in the morning.
jugo de naranja, jugo de naranja, jugo de naranja, jugo de naranja. En la mañana, jugo de naranja, 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 jugo de naranja. En la mañana. Jugo de naranja, jugo de naranja. En la mañana. Jugo de naranja, jugo de naranja. En la mañana. ¡Jugo! Amiguitos y amiguitas, ¿ya se tomaron su jugo? La banda necesita más jugo. ¡Jugo! ¡Jugo!
El jugo me da más energía para enfrentar el día. Jugo de piña, jugo de manzana, jugo de uva, jugo de cereza, jugo de durazno. ¡Me gustan todos!
Jugo de naranja, jugo de naranja.
a hard-working song about the garden proletariat. Funny little tune if you think that you can carry it along with all the veggies in the garden that we grow. So come on and grab a shovel on the double, here we go.
Get your shovel, get your rake, get some land that we can stake. We're gonna make a garden. First we'll pull out all the weeds, then we'll plant some little seeds. We're gonna make a garden. The rain will fall, the sun will shine, and through it all we'll see a sign that this will be a garden. The rain will fall, the sun will shine.
That looks like a zucchini vine. It's glowing
In our garden, Mother Nature, she's our friend. She'll watch out, she'll help us tend while we wait for our garden. Soon our plants will start to sprout. Watch their little leaves come out.
I can't wait
For our garden. The rain will fall, the sun will shine.
This tomato will be big and fine when it's ripe and juicy.
The rain will fall, the sun will shine.
That eggplant there will be all mine when it's ripe and purple.
Let's get to work. Carrots growing underground, pumpkins soon will spread around our little garden. Peppers growing row by row, jalapenos steal the show. Let's go! And make a garden. The rain will fall, the sun will shine.
It just needs a little time. And rosemary, and oregano, and lots of dill.
The rain will fall, the sun will shine.
Is this a lemon or a lime? That's a potato.
The rain will fall, the sun will shine.
There's no more produce left that rhyme.
And this is now a garden. Mariposa, mariposa, la mariposa vuela cerca de las flores. La mariposa, 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 la mariposa vuela cerca de las flores. La mariposa. Alrededor de las flores vuela, around the flowers it flies. The butterfly in my garden vuela, in mi jardín it flies. Mariposa, mariposa, la mariposa vuela cerca de las flores. La mariposa.
Butterfly.
Together, no matter the weather, no matter what food we bring. There's something about it, it's always a special thing.
A potluck picnic? I'm feeling potlucky today. There's garden fresh tomato turnovers and pickled eggplant pepper pie. Cool!
Ruth couscous and gooseberry upside down cake. rainbow lemonade, ready-made, and a mocha almond milk shake. A picnic in the shade, now we've played with the geese at the park lake. Lay a blanket on the ground, run around, then relax and partake.
I'll bring my favorite food to share with you, and you'll do the same for me. We'll take a walk on a lark around the park. We're wonderful company. Here at the picnic.
I want my hamster.
Here at the picnic.
And my goldfish.
Here at the picnic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couscous is a crushed durum wheat semolina in the form of granules. It's a common staple in North Africa. There are very many berries in the world. Blackberries, blueberries, boysenberries. Boysenberries? No, boysenberries. Mulberries, cranberries, dewberries, elderberries, farkleberries. Farkleberries? What's a farkleberry? A berry of some sort.
Goose, couscous, and gooseberry upside down cake. Whose loose tooth will wiggle when they choose to partake?
My tooth came loose and a goose took it into the big lake. A goose took your tooth? It's the truth! How and tooth? What a tough break. The tooth fairy's never gonna believe this. Oh, don't worry. She'll figure it out. Come on, let's go get some pie. Ruth's couscous and a gooseberry upside down cake. In light of recent events, I propose that we change the words. How about this? Loose goose poop and a tooth fairy upside down cake. Loose goose poop and a tooth fairy upside down cake? Ew! Goji berries, huckleberries, nanny berries, raspberries, strawberries. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon.
Floating on the breeze, high above the trees. Look at me, I'm a balloon. I'm a balloon, and I'm free. Hey there, birds. There are no words for this happy, happy feeling. Simply being a balloon, I'm a balloon.
Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon.
How lovely the world looks below. stop signs, the wind chimes, and the children down there as I fly through the air.
Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon. Come back, balloon.
Hey, is that your balloon?
Yeah, but it got away from me and now I'm sad.
Don't be sad. I think it looks pretty up there.
If I were a balloon, I'd want to be up in the sky. I think that'd be fun.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, and think of all the things you'd get to see if you were a balloon.
And all the adventures you'd have.
You do look beautiful up there, balloon. You do look happy.
I'm floating on the breeze, so high above the trees. Look at me, I'm a balloon. I'm happy and I'm free. I'm happy and free.
Goodbye, balloon.
That was Come Back Balloon by Mel and Friends from their debut album, Swing Set Serenade. We are listening to the entire album on vinyl right now. We just finished side A of the record. Before Come Back Balloon, we heard Ruth's Couscous. We also heard Mariposa, Make a Garden, Jugo de Naranja, and the title track, Swing Set Serenade. We still have side B to get to before we chat with Mel and Friends themselves on the air, so let's flip over the record right now, shall we? I'm flipping it. Here I go. Whee! It's flipping, it's flipping. I'm flipping it over. And I think it's time to start side B. Oops, hang on a moment. A little bit of dust on there. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's go. This is The Speed of Light by Mel and Friends on Radioactive Kids.
Nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Nothing goes faster than the speed of light.
Light travels at around 186,000 miles per second.
Or at about 300,000 kilometers per second.
Wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah, that's fast. Where does light come from? Most of our light comes from the sun. Yay, sun! How long does light take to get here? Well, the sun is approximately 93 million miles from Earth, so it takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Nothing goes faster than the speed of light.
I got on my bike and I was pedaling really hard, and I went so fast. Did you go as fast as the speed of light? Well, maybe not quite that fast.
Here's what's interesting. The speed of light is constant, so no matter how fast you go relative to you, light always moves at the same speed.
When you get closer to the speed of light, weird things start to happen.
Like what?
Like time dilation, Lorentz contraction, and increased mass. It's all part of Einstein's theory of relativity.
Nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Nothing goes faster than the speed of light.
Are we sure nothing can go faster than the speed of light?
Pretty much.
Well, no physical objects anyway.
But scientists are always challenging existing ideas and discovering new things. So who knows what will happen in the future?
That's what makes science so exciting. How far away is the nearest star?
You mean the the sun? No, the one after that. About 4 light years. What's a light year? It's how far light goes in 1 year. Close to 6 trillion miles.
Nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Nothing goes faster than the speed of light.
Hey, look! It's getting dark. The stars are coming out. Come on, let's go to the field. Let's go look at them. How do you say star in Spanish? Estrella. I like looking at the stars. Me gustan las estrellas también.
Me gustan las estrellas. Me gustan las estrellas. Me gustan las estrellas. En la noche, la noche, la noche. I like the stars. I like the stars. I like the stars at night, at night, at night. Puedes caminar conmigo. Vamos a mirar el cielo. Vamos a mirar el cielo en el campo. Me gusta la luna. Me gusta la luna. Me gusta la luna en la noche. La noche. La noche.
I like the moon. I like the moon. I like the moon at night, at night, at night.
Puedes caminar conmigo. Vamos a mirar el cielo. Vamos a mirar el cielo en el campo. Me gustan las estrellas. Me gustan las estrellas. Me gustan las estrellas en la noche. La noche, la noche.
top of the bunk of the big bunk bed. Up on the top of the bunk, be careful not to bump your head. In your bed so way up high, it seems like you can touch the sky. When you're up on the top of the bunk of your big bunk bed. Down on the bottom of the bunk of the big bunk bed. Down on the bottom of the bunk, be careful not to bump your head. Let your imagination fly. It's easy if you really try. When you're down on the bottom of the bunk of your big bunk bed. I was on my swing set in my backyard just to swing it when Mom told me to bring in all my toys and get ready for bed. What did you do? I did what she said. I put my toys back in my room and put on my pajamas. They yellow like bananas. Went across the hallway and I washed my face. Brushed my teeth and combed my hair back into place. Bedtime used to bother me. I'd rather be outside instead. But with some imagination I can change my situation in my big bunk bed. Up on the top of the bunk of the big bunk bed. Up on the top of the bunk, be careful not to bump your head. Let your imagination fly. It's easy if you really try. When you're up on the top of the bunk of your big bunk bed. Laying in a hammock on a fishing trip, and then I'm flying in a supersonic rocket ship faster than the speed of light. But nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Spinning, I'm high atop a mountain doing battle with a blizzard. Or maybe I'm a wizard sitting in a castle watching dragons fly underneath a purple sky. Now bedtime's a wonderful time. It's just like my mama said. 'Cause with my imagination I can take a great vacation in my big bunk bed. Down on the bottom of the bunk of the big bunk bed. Down on the bottom of the bunk, be careful not to bump your head. Let your imagination fly. It's easy if you really try. When you're down on the bottom of the bunk of your big bunk bed. Underneath the earth inside a cave and I'm exploring. It's never ever boring. And then I'm underwater in a submarine, looking at the fishies that I've never seen. And then I'm in a carriage riding right beside a river, when I see a sliver of the silver moon and it's shining bright. Oh, what a beautiful night. Now bedtime's a wonderful time. Dreams are running through my head. Having fun but getting sleepy. My imagination keeps me in my big bunk bed. Up at the top or the bottom of the bunk, big bunk bed. Having fun either way at the end of the day. It's great to finally rest your head with your dreams to help you fly. The nighttime quickly passes by, whether the bottom or the top. The fun never seems to stop. When you're laying at the bottom or the top, the fun never seems to stop. When you're laying at the bottom or the top of your big bunk bed.
Bedtime, everything's quiet now. Bedtime, everything's still, while the curtain of your dreams opens up. quiet now. Bedtime, everything's still, while the curtain of your dreams opens up.
Yes, that was Bedtime by Mel and Friends, the closing track from their album Swing Set Serenade. Before that, we heard Bunk Bed and Me Gustan Las Estrellas. And we started that set off with The Speed of Light. That was side B of their album on vinyl. And speaking of Mel and Friends, I am very, very excited to have Mel and Tom from the band on the air with me right now. Hello, hello.
Hi, Sagan. Hello.
Awesome. It's so great to talk with both of y'all. So, this is your first kids album as a band, so I wanted to start the interview by asking, how did you make the album? What led you to starting to make this amazing jazz album for kids at all ages?
Well, this actually was a project that was started, believe it or not, a couple decades ago.
Wow.
And at that point in time, I was much more of a children's entertainer. I had 2 albums before this, but at that point it was under a different name, Music for Learning. But then I just had some song ideas, and then Tom came along and he was arranging them. He was doing these great arrangements. Then I ended up becoming a Spanish teacher, and that all just kind of went on hold until at a certain point I'm like, we got to finish this album. And I just always knew that I loved the music, and it just had to happen. Got to get this done. And then Tom came along and he's like, hey, let's do this together. And I was so thrilled when he wanted to partner up and get this done. And he just, we had already laid down several tracks, and the album was maybe like 1/4 done, and it was already sounding great. But then Tom, with all his big ideas, like, let's make it bigger with horns, and let's add all this extra stuff. And it was really exciting. I said, yeah, let's do it. And so then it just became a bigger album until it was a big band, and it was, became swing. It's like, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I would. I think the thing that sets it apart from Melanie's previous 2 records is that, the band is really a band. It's a pretty cohesive group of musicians. They play together, and whereas Melanie's first records there were lots and lots and lots of musicians on there as well, but it was kind of like individually produced for the song and the group of musicians who played. So it's just a different approach to the same kind of idea of how many musicians do we know, and how can we make something that feels like a real like linear and very cool experience and performance. And so yeah, it lends itself to that kind of scale, and it was just an amazing thing to have the opportunity to make. It's really, really, really cool.
Awesome. And then, of course, this is obviously a jazz album. Was it always intended to be a jazz album, or did it like start out as being more than one genre and just like kind of ended up being a jazz album, or what?
Well, what happened was, so my first two albums, now this was just by coincidence. They happened to be the same number of syllables in title, and they rhymed. So the first album is Alphabet Parade, and then the second one is Rainbow Lemonade. And then somewhere, Swing Set Serenade. Oh, they all rhyme. They all have 5 syllables. But so it wasn't necessarily, I mean, I love jazz, and so I wanted to put some of that in there, but it, with the title being Swing Set, it's like, oh, there's the play on words right there. It's swing set. You're swinging on a swing, but it's also swing. So
yeah,
and it just became more and more of that. Like it just grew.
Right, and I think that one of the things you can't hear on the album are the things that are not on the album, and we ran through a lot of songs to find and recorded a lot and made a lot of production decisions to figure out what would be the best presentation for this particular album. And so there are songs that didn't make it on the bands that are less jazz. That might have some other influences or things like that. This just, as everything took shape, we just realized, okay, the record has a solid tilt towards early big band or swing or Latin, and so we said, well, let's just tighten that up and make it into a really cohesive presentation. But yeah, I mean, by nature, the things that I normally do, say in our Latin or jazz or roots music kind of influence arrangements. So yeah, for the two of us, we both share some common interests in terms of artists we like, whether we're talking kids or not just for kids. And beyond that, having that access to that wide of a sonic spectrum or palette with all the instruments and musicians and things like that, it's just a really cool opportunity to have kids be able to hear more than just a few instruments at a time. So it was really also just experiment in depth and breadth for what we could show people.
I was just excited that the album actually grew into its title. It grew into its name.
Yeah, me too.
So, I mean, it was in a lot of ways, though, it was just kind of, it became its own thing. Kind of, it like took its own form. It had a life of its own.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
That's really awesome. Yeah, and then of course another interesting aspect of this album I wanted to ask you about is a lot of the songs have like a lot of like spoken word parts, like of course Ruth's Couscous and Speed of Light, which is kind of unique and interesting. So how did you end up including so many spoken word kid voices on the album and constructing the songs in that way?
Well, it could be maybe because I am a teacher at heart, and I like kids to learn. I like the idea of learning being fun and coupled with something like a song, and I also I just love kids talking about things. I personally just like kids' voices. I think they're fun to listen to, and maybe that was also influenced by Charlie Brown. That whole where all the parents are going, or the adults are wah 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 wah, that kind of thing. But the focus is the kids, and I kind of wanted that. Like yes, I do sing, and Tom sings, but we're kind of like following their lead, and so I just wanted them to like take the stage and like this is their thing. This is to feel that ownership.
And it's as far as how we like, it's going to depend on song to song how we came about. Some of it was we have an idea for kids dialogue, and it might be a free-flowing, free-form conversation. We whatever the favorite things that happened, we kept. We might have like built a structure around the song, and then the kids are what add like the icing on on the cake or the gravity of the thing or whatever else. But yeah, some of it is stuff we wanted to hear what kids would say or what they do with it. And I think the other part of it is there was a little bit of ad lib as well.
Yes.
And that makes it fun and interesting, and
Yeah.
and you don't know what to expect. But yeah, and then putting kids in the center stage, whether it's singing or spoken, it just centers the record around the kids and the experience, and it just makes it feel accessible in a different way than if we just had. I think spoken word is accessible in a different way than singing. It makes it accessible in a different way.
For sure.
And kids are just naturally entertaining and exuberant, and they're just so fun.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Certainly all of the kids that we work with.
One of the most interesting songs on the album, of course, and one of like the silliest songs is Ruth's Couscous, because it goes totally unexpected places. So how did y'all end up putting that one together? It sounds like that one may have had some ad libs and some stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
Then this was something that started a long time ago, and it's an actual real story that I went to a potluck, and they were actually serving a dish. One was couscous made by a woman named Ruth, and then the other one was gooseberry upside down cake. And so I was like, whoa, that is a song right there. And I kept singing it and doing it, and it sat for a long time. Like, what do we do with this? But we already had this really nice big band going with it, and it's like, well, it's got to have kids. And then the kids, as you were saying, they take it to a whole other direction.
Yeah.
And I love where Tom is just like, he's very like, when we get together. I mean, he's just so straight laced with the whole thing, and then it just goes off the rails.
Yeah. I mean, I think we put that in that case, we had a recording or a version of the song years before we had an idea for children's dialogue on there. And yeah, I mean, basically it comes across at the top like a very, very polished and serious thing. And then the kids effectively derail it. Right.
Yes.
And that's the best. Right. So, but like on a meta level, having listened to something like that, polished or big, and then watched where Melanie and the kids took it. Yeah, there were some like acceptance parts that I had to go through.
I was like, no, Don, we got to do it. These are kids. We're going in this direction.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. So yeah, there's, but yeah, in the end, it's really funny because in the end, the kids took the wheel on the song, and it just made it that much better. Frankly, of course it did.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had a great time with that.
So we are almost out of time in the interview, but I wanted to ask, what is next for this project and this band? I know y'all obviously spent a long time putting this album together, but what do you think is next?
Sure.
Well, we're probably going to see about getting some live performances together.
Awesome.
And as Tom had said, we actually have a lot of stuff that didn't get on this album, and so we've got a lot of extra music. And then there's also music that I have in my brain that hasn't been put out yet either. So hopefully we can get that out as well.
I mean, I think that for this, for what it is and how long it took us to realize it, we don't have a lot of set expectations for what people will get out of the record or how they'll experience it. And we're really happy, frankly, saying this is a great case in point. We're really happy just to have it find its way to people. And so we're watching how that develops and takes off. And then, I think long term, if people want to hear it live in a big context, it would be amazing to do. And so that's something we're looking at. And then, like Melanie said, we have other material to follow up on, and beyond that, it's it's really the record's not about me or Melanie even. I think our goal is that it feels like everybody made this thing, and we're just the ones who are fortunate enough to be able to bring it to everybody else. And so,
excellent.
We really do hope that.
So where can folks check out your music and awesomeness if they want to find you online?
Sure. So if you want to find us online, you can go to swingsetserenade.com. You can get in touch with Melanie or myself there. There's links to streaming, reviews, credits so you can see all the wonderful people who played? Melanie, is there anything else you want to direct people to?
I think that pretty much covers it.
All right. We're out of time, so I wanted to thank y'all for calling up, and hopefully we hear more from you in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Faye. Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Mozzarella. I write rhymes in a box of Nutella. Fight crime cause I got no Beretta. Did time cause I copped some feta. Not good enough to sub for cheddar. I want cheese, I'm a decent fella. In the sewer, don't worry about weather. Rat pack in your basement cellar. Yeah. Master Splinter, tell me about cheese. Cooking like Remy and Ratatouille. Float like a butterfly, sting like tree. Trapped in a rat race, trying to be free. Parmesan, cheddar jack, even cold me is the only kind of currency that works for me. Life gets hard from a lab to the city where the grass ain't green and the streets ain't pretty. got cheese on the trap looking at me. Rat taxi, rat taxi. I got cheese on the trap looking at me. Yeah, the pesticide set aside won't fool me. I'm smarter than the average rat you see. Arise from the sewer, I'm finally free. And man, I'll be walking down Cheesy Street. Yeah. Rat taxi, I got cheese on the trap looking at me. Rat taxi, I got cheese on the trap looking at me.
That was Cheesy Street by Louis Zong featuring Dante N.K. from his new album Rat Taxi, which I just randomly got a hold of, and it's not really a kid's album, but it's just like a fun little, mostly instrumental album of goofy songs inspired by maybe an imaginary video game about a rat driving a taxi. We also heard Traffic Jam. We have one more song coming up called Basement Boogie by Louis Zong. And thank you so much to Mel and Friends, Mel and Tom from Mel and Friends, for calling us up and chatting about their debut album, Swing Set Serenade. Really awesome stuff. All right, folks, we are almost out of time on the Radioactive Kids show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been great hanging out with y'all once again, as always, on the radio. I am Sagan. This is Radioactive Kids. If you're listening to Asheville FM, stay tuned for La Neta Voces. If you're not listening to Asheville FM, stay tuned for whatever's coming up next. Let's play one more song by Louis Zong, and then I'm just going to play something else random, and I don't know what it is, and you don't know what it is, and we'll find out together. So thanks so much for listening. I am Sagan, and I will see you on the radio next week.
Likes the way it is. Arm straight up in a green 11. She opens up her fist and spreads her seeds into the wind. She's wearing her favorite flower dress, making a wish that someday be two tall trees dropping colored leaves down from the heavens, just like a green 11. She pours 2 drops in. She opens up her fist and spreads the seeds into the wind. She's wearing her favorite flower dress, making a wish that someday be 2 tall trees dropping colored leaves down from the heavens, just like a green 11. And they open up their fists like they're spreading seeds into the wind. They raise their arms just like this, making a wish that someday be 2 tall trees dropping colored leaves down from the heavens, just like a green 11.